YouTube, my name is Jake Asman. Happy Football Friday. Welcome into my channel. I certainly appreciate all of you for watching the daily video content. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Many of you continue to subscribe to the channel, and for that, I am very grateful. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do that right down below. Hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up like button. That helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to more and more people, aka more and more Jet fans, as most of the content, of course, is Jet focused. A lot to cover today. I wanted to do a video discussing Zach Wilson and what are reasonable expectations for the kid after you have so many notable people in the NFL hyping up Zach Wilson before he actually goes out there and plays a game. So I want to get into expectations for Zach Wilson, and then we'll open it up to some Jets Q&A here on a Football Friday. It's kind of weird, right? I mean, college football is going to dominate the news cycle for the weekend. Labor Day coming up, so we got some time before things actually get underway with the Jets and the Panthers in Week 1, and you have a lot of people already picking the Panthers to win that game. So I think that's actually a good thing for the Jets. More on that though towards the end of this video. I want to get into Zach Wilson to start things off. So, yesterday we talked about Tony Romo's comments that Zach Wilson, he thinks, will be one of the top 3 to 5 quarterbacks very quickly. Tony Romo called Zach Wilson a young Dan Marino at a golf outing a couple weeks ago in the Utah area. So think about it like this, right? A lot of people were like, oh, Tony's just talking out of school here. Well, the thing that I want to emphasize is there's no connection between Tony Romo and Zach Wilson. Like, there's no, connection as far as like, oh, do they have the same agent? Do they have the same marketing manager? I looked into it. There really isn't any connection. And Tony Romo is not a guy that's like a hot take guy. Like, he's not just going to come out and say something for effect. He doesn't need to. He's being paid really, really well. I think it's like $18 million a year by CBS. So Tony Romo's not just coming out there and just saying something crazy that he doesn't believe. So anyone that's like saying, oh, well, Romo's just saying that, I disagree. I think Romo has a pretty good track record on telling you what he believes. He's not always going to be right, but he's someone that I think has proven that he's a pretty honest dude. So I think we all got to put things in perspective. Zach Wilson will not be Mahomes in year 1. I don't know if he's going to be a top 3 to 5 quarterback in his career ever, but the fact that you have someone like Tony saying that, I think should be encouraging. I think a lot of people watched Zach Wilson for the first time in the preseason because, let's be real, a lot of people would just pass judgments on Zach because he went to BYU. He didn't play at Ohio State like Justin Fields. He didn't play at Alabama like Mac Jones. So, and also with Trey Lance, the Niners get a pass for anything. I mean, Kyle Shanahan could do anything and people would say it's a great move. Whereas if the Jets do the same move, people would be ripping the Jets. Imagine if the Jets took Trey Lance, if the situations were reversed, they'd be getting crushed for it. But Shanahan does it, and it's like, whoa, Trey Lance is going to be the greatest thing ever. So the Jets have to earn that benefit of the doubt. But, keep things in perspective, obviously, when you talk about, rookie quarterbacks. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. But what I want to bring up here is it's not just Tony Romo that is talking about Zach Wilson. I have a thread I pulled up from Alan Hahn, who's on ESPN Radio and ESPN New York. He's a big Jets fan, and he noted all the notable people that have talked about Zach Wilson. It's not just Tony Romo. Teddy Bruschi, former Patriot on ESPN, picked Wilson to be his choice for AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year, raved about his talent and potential. So that's a defensive player on ESPN, former Patriot, talking up Zach Wilson. When people have actually watched Zach, they've been impressed. I think that's noteworthy because I'm telling you, a lot of these people in the media did not watch Zach Wilson at BYU. They just said, oh, you got to take Fields. You went to Ohio State. We watched him, play Clemson and throw 6 touchdowns. If you do the homework and the Jets did the homework, you come away liking Zach Wilson. It's as simple as that. Phil Simms, who attended a Jet practice, raved about Wilson, saying that he's tremendous when he throws on the run. Yes, he is. What I like about Zach Wilson's game the most is that he could play within the script of your offense. He could drop back and win in the pocket. But when the play breaks down and you need your quarterback to do something special and make a play, we know Zach Wilson excels in that situation, right? Play action, on the run, outside the pocket, off-platform throws, different arm angle throws. He does that better than any of these rookie quarterbacks coming out. The college tape tells you that. What we have seen in limited action so far in the preseason would also tell you that. Chris Collinsworth came out this week and said Zach Wilson plays the game like Aaron Rodgers. Tony Romo talked about Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson having a similar playing style. This is the comparison for Zach Wilson. Not saying he is going to be Mahomes, not saying he's going to be Aaron Rodgers, but the tape tells you there is a similar playing style to how those guys play. Steve Young, BYU guy, said all the way back in April that he sees Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes in his game. Once again, Alan Hahn noted on his thread, this has become a reoccurring theme. Yeah, it is a reoccurring theme because the tape matches up with what we have seen him do in college and what we have seen him so far do in the NFL. I say all this to talk about just expectations for Zach Wilson. A lot of people are like, well, what are we going to get from Zach? Like, what's he going to do? Is he going to be bad? Is he going to be good? I think he's in a spot to put up really good numbers year one. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's going to throw, 30-something touchdowns, but I think we're going to see a player that looks calm, cool, collected in the pocket, will make plays on the run, will flash excellence. I don't know if he's going to give you 31 touchdowns and 10 picks like Justin Herbert, but I think the idea that Zach Wilson can't throw for almost 4,000 yards in a season where there's 17 games on the calendar, I think he can get to that point. You just hope that he stays healthy. That's really the big thing here. You want Zach Wilson to stay healthy, get better as the year goes on, and playing his best football towards the end of the season as the Jets get into, the end of, November into December. You want to see him really hitting his stride. And here's the thing about Zach Wilson. This is why I like him, and in addition to the physical traits. And this is what Robert Saleh talked about, right? I mean, the most impressive thing he said about Zach Wilson is how he prepares, how he studies the question he asks. And we don't get to see that because we're not in the meetings. But Zach Wilson's smart, grounded, takes responsibilities for his own development, listens to his coaches, can handle the media. I mean, everything else with the Jets is a work in progress. And I think real Jet fans understand that. But I just feel like they have the right infrastructure in place to develop him. And I didn't ever feel that with Sam Darnold. I knew Todd Bowles was never the guy. Jeremy Bates, Sam's first OC, was never the guy. Then you bring in Adam Gase and Darryl Loggins. Sam never had a chance. And I just think Zach Wilson's a more polished prospect than Sam Darnold was. Zach Wilson's got better footwork. Zach Wilson, I think, has a better arm. I think Zach Wilson maybe mentally doesn't make the type of mistakes that Sam was making even in his third season last year. So I'm very optimistic about what Zach could be. And there's a lot of people, Teddy Bruschi saying the same thing. Phil Simms saying the same thing. Chris Collinsworth saying the same thing. And then obviously, Tony Romo saying the same thing. So I don't know what stats I would put for Zach Wilson. Maybe some of you can comment what you're expecting. But I see a guy that's going to take care of the ball. And I see a guy that's going to make big plays, wild plays, and he's in an offense that's going to, I believe, give him the best possible opportunity for success. Now, the thing with Rookie of the Year that Teddy Bruschi called, I'll pull up that comment here just so we could have it on the screen. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. In fact, maybe it was more than a month ago. I talked about this. I have a bet on Zach Wilson to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I think I got it at plus 900. So I got it a while ago. I'm seeing in the comments here that at some sports books, it's now plus 750. So I think it's only going to go down. If you think Zach Wilson's going to be a good quarterback, I would get your Rookie of the Year bets in right now because it's the best value for him. Mac Jones skyrocketed when he was named the starter for the Patriots. I don't know if the Patriots are going to be running an offense that is going to allow Mac Jones to really put up like lofty numbers. They're going to be running the football. They're going to try and, have possession type of games. That's how New England is going to play it. Zach Wilson's going to throw. He's in an offense that's going to pass, an offense that's going to be, really helpful for a young quarterback, open completions, easy throws to kind of get him in rhythm. So if you think Wilson's going to have a good year, the value is if you're a gambling man or a gambling woman would be to place it on Zach Wilson. I don't know what the latest odds are. Someone wrote 750 in the comments. A Rookie of the Year at 750, no brainer. This is from Mike Costa. I got it at plus 900 a couple of weeks ago. So I'm telling you, it's going to be solid at the end of the day. I think he's got a legitimate chance to win the award. I really do. All right, so let's open it up. Let's keep it Zach Wilson focused at the beginning here, and then we will get into some other Jets comments as well. So feel free to comment anything. We'll start with some of the points I saw here about Zach Wilson. Mike Costa, what about touchdowns at 23? I probably would bet the over on that. I think 17 games makes a big difference. I look at the Jets' schedule. I don't see just a murderer's row stretch where they're not going to have success. I think this team's going to be competitive in a lot of games. The fact that their defense might have some games where they get torched because of the youth in their secondary means more possessions, which I think a lot of Jet games, I talked about this yesterday, I think a lot of Jets games will go over the point total. So I'm all in on Wilson's stats at over 23 touchdowns. David writes in, whatever the number will show, he's the guy. They finally got it right. I agree. And I'll repeat this, right? I'm a believer in Zach Wilson, But I'll say this, if he's a bad quarterback, I don't think it's going to be because the Jets failed him, right? That was the issue with Sam Darnold. We don't know for sure what he is yet. That's not going to be the case here. I think at the end of the day, we're going to look at it and go, all right, Zach Wilson was good or bad based on Zach Wilson, not because the Jets failed to give him an offensive line, not because they failed to give him competent receivers. I mean, the team the Jets have is light years better offensively than anything Sam Darnold had in 3 years, and that's important to know. Let's see what we got here. Sam G writes in, I think Zach Wilson's stats-wise, they won't be crazy because it's going to be a run-heavy offense. So we think it will be run-heavy, but I think the Jets are going to use the run to set up the pass. A lot of teams say they want to run the ball, but if Zach's really good, they're going to give him more. They're going to put more on his plate, and there'll be a running element to the Jets' offense. There's no doubt. But if you watch the Niners, they love to use the running backs as receivers. So I think you'll see a lot of the Jets running backs in the screen game, short, intermediate passing. I think the Jets are going to throw a lot more than what people realize. Maybe not early on, but I think we're going to get there for sure. Hater writes in, got to get back to work. Check out the complete show later. Have a wonderful weekend, brother. Hater, I always appreciate you watching. Cyber writes in, great homework, Jake. Yeah, just keeping it real, man. A lot of people have a lot to say about Zach, but at the end of the day, the people that matter the most have been Joe Douglas's comments, going out of his way to explain what they have seen from Zach. And then obviously, what Robert Saleh said yesterday, I thought was just awesome about his favorite part about Zach Wilson. If you missed it, is the fact that he is so good in the meetings, asking the right questions, his preparedness, all that. And we don't get to see that stuff. So I have no reason not to take Robert Saleh at face value when he's talking about that. Budster writes in, 25 touchdowns, 3,000 yards, and 5 interceptions. He's going to throw for more than 3,000 yards. I mean, even like the worst quarterbacks are going to throw for 3,000 yards. I love this here from Cyber. I'll take Romo's take over Cowherd's. Romo's full take is important. Arm talent, ability, 3 to 5 year window. All you need to know about Colin Cowherd is that he loves Sam Darnold. But when the Jets hired Adam Gase, he called us Jet fans idiots for not liking the move. He called Jet fans idiots for not liking the hire of Adam Gase. And he predicted the Jets being in the AFC Championship game in 2020. Yes, that actually happened. Colin Cowherd said that. So I don't take anything that guy says about the Jets at face value. This was predictable, right? It's like when a team hires the opposite coach from what they had, right? The Jets went from Mangini, they hired Rex. They went from Rex, they hired Todd Bowles. They went to Bowles to Gase. I got nothing for you there. But the point I make on that, comparing it to Cowherd, he was all in on Darnold. So obviously, he's going to go the opposite when the Jets move on from Darnold. He's going to be all against Zach Wilson. So he's just playing the sports take game. I don't play that game, but I'm just telling you what Colin's doing. Budster writes in, I think top 10 quarterback, not top 5. Brady older until the older QBs are gone. Yeah, I think you take a guy second overall at the minimum. You're hoping within a couple seasons, he plays like a guy that's in the top 10. There's no doubt about that. What else do we have here? 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions per game. Not impossible to average. I don't disagree. I think that would be a phenomenal rookie year. I think he wins rookie of the year if he puts up those stats. All right, other questions here. I watched the Marcus May interview yesterday, and you couldn't help but feel bad for the guy. Visibly upset. We cut Bless Austin. Was visibly upset. We traded Sam. Pissed off we didn't offer him a deal. I feel for Marcus May in a sense that he's going through another rebuild after he was here for Todd Bowles. He was here for Adam Gase. I really wish Marcus May could have been on a team in the last couple of years that, had its season that was still relevant after Columbus Day for once. So I feel for Marcus May in that sense. But look, Marcus May is an important piece on this defense. I don't know what his future is long-term with the Jets, but I think if he goes out there and plays really well this year, he'll get a big contract from somebody. Someone will sign him. So, yeah, I mean, he's upset for Bless. I think if he's watched Zach Wilson this summer, though, I think he's going to be optimistic about what Zach Wilson could do for this team. So, look, I mean, Marcus May wants to be paid. I don't blame him, but I also don't blame the Jets for not giving a guy that's 28 years old a long-term deal. So, it's kind of unfortunate. They couldn't come to terms on the deal. He's getting paid well on the franchise tag for the year, and the Jets will kind of go from there. I think there's no doubt about that. He said the Jets have been rebuilding the entire time he's been on the team. Yeah, unfortunately, he's come in at a time where you had Todd Bowles and Adam Gase, and Mike McCagnon was the GM. So that kind of tells you all you need to know. It's unfortunate, but he's kind of been stuck in this, quicksand that has been the Jets since that Fugazi 2015 10-6 season. Frosty Taco, I don't care what Wilson's stats look like if he's winning us games. Stats don't matter, wins matter, and also the eye test will matter. You'll know if Zach Wilson is doing a good job or not. Like, the numbers don't necessarily need to tell you. Just looking at the body of work, the play style, the throws he's making, confidence in the huddle, Are the Jets having a bunch of pre-snap penalties? Are they running a really smooth 2-minute offense at the end of halves? Like things like that, you'll see in a young quarterback how he's doing. It will be much more than just the stats. How concerned are you about Wilson's blind side given Becton struggles against Lawson and camp? Until I see Becton actually struggle in a regular season game, I am not concerned about it. I'm just not. I think he'll get it together. He's too talented not to. Look, Carl Lawson was beating a lot of guys. I like the fact that LaFleur basically challenged Becton to play a lot better and said, hey, he's not where we know he's going to be. So I like that. I think that's strong coaching. So I am not concerned. Zach Wilson was not sacked once in any of his preseason drives. I think that's important to note as well. David writes in, I don't think I ever heard of a rookie quarterback going to the DC to see how the defense attacks. A whole lot of positive coming from him. Agreed. I love the way that he has gone out there and just as answered the bell as far as being prepared and going out there and making sure that he is learning from his mistakes. He's understanding the offense. He's understanding the complexions of NFL defense. There's a reason why Robert Saleh came out and said that he's light years, quote, ahead of where normal rookie quarterbacks would be. So there you go. Bless Austin was trash. I disagree, Jets gang. I thought Bless Austin flashed some potential the last couple of years. Now, is he Darrelle Revis? No. But clearly the Jets think that he was beat out by better corners they have on their team. And, the Jets are not just giving you a job if you've been here, right? You got to earn the job, and they're okay going with a bunch of rookie quarterbacks going into the season. There's no doubt about that. A lot of youth, a lot of inexperience at that position. They feel okay about that. Bless had a chance to emerge as a dominant CB over the rookies. If he was really good, they'd keep him. It's as simple as that. The Jets aren't going to say he was bad, but you don't cut a guy that has starting experience for you if you think he could really help your team this year. Clearly, the other guys they kept, they like better. I can't sit here and tell you one way or another if that's the right move or not. I got to see how it plays out. I'm hoping Saleh and Albright and Joe Douglas and the personnel department know what they have in their secondary and truly think that they're going to be better than what we all know so far, just because we haven't seen, most of these guys really play. Christopher writes in, I expect Wilson at least 3,000 yards plus, about 15 to 20 touchdowns in the year. I think 15's low for the way the NFL is nowadays. I think if Zach Wilson doesn't break 20 touchdowns this year, I'd be really surprised. I just think the way, you look at the NFL, you look at the way teams now play, and especially the way the Jets are designing their offense. Like I would be very surprised if Zach Wilson only throws around 20 touchdowns. So I would bet the over on that. I really think he's going to go higher than that. How much do wins count for Rookie of the Year? Are wins more important or just pure 0-17 but 5,000 yards? It's a combo. Quarterbacks get judged based on wins and losses, even though there's more to it than just a quarterback. If the Jets overachieve as far as, let's say they win 7 games and Wilson plays well, he can win Rookie of the Year with 7 wins. There's no doubt about that. So, stats also matter, but the eye test matters as well. Like, remember, Baker Mayfield had a great rookie season with the Browns, but they gave it to Saquon Barkley. The Giants had a worse record than the Cleveland Browns that year, but Barkley just put up monster stats for a rookie running back, and he won the award. So it varies year to year. I talked about this on the show a couple months back. Statistically speaking, quarterbacks, I believe, have won 5 of the last 6 Rookie of the Year awards, right? So usually it does go to a QB. Saquon was an exception last year. So that's why I kind of favor Zach Wilson. I'm not saying he's going to win Offensive Player or AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, but statistically, it goes to a quarterback. Wilson is starting from day one. He's in an offense that's going to allow him to kind of really showcase his skill, get the ball out, throw a lot. I don't trust Jacksonville. I don't trust Urban Meyer, Brian Schottenheimer, and Darrell Bevell as Lawrence's coaches. There's also no there's also no value betting Trevor Lawrence. The odds aren't good enough. Mac Jones, I don't like the offense he's in. There's no value betting Mac Jones to win. The best value is Zach Wilson for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Not saying he'll win it. I'm not predicting that, but I did take a flyer on it. I bet it at plus 900 a couple months ago because the value was too good to pass up. What do you think the record will end up being? I don't know. It's a great question. I have not decided it. I'm leaning right now. If I had to make a prediction here on, Friday, September 3rd, I'm leaning 7-10. leaning that way, but I'm not there quite yet. We'll have more on this, I'm sure, as we get closer and closer to the start of the season. Guys, I got to run. I want to say this. I appreciate all of you for watching this video. Comment your thoughts below. What are your stat predictions for Zach Wilson as a rookie in the NFL this upcoming season? Like this video down below as well. My name is Jake Asman. Thanks so much for watching this video here on YouTube. I appreciate all of you. Happy Football Friday as we are yet another day closer to the start of the NFL season. I got to run. See you guys.